Ganja man. Eee. Today's topic is going to be about marijuana, ganja, dank, skunk, piff, loud, juice. Alright? Marijuana is definitely a subject that I have a good amount of experience in. I ain't gonna lie. I've indulged and indulged and indulged, and it's the safe one to do that with. But there's highs and lows that come from it, and I can tell you about both of them because I've lived both of them. The highs that come from it is kind of detaches you from your ego. That's a great thing, especially when you're more driven, when you're not smoking all the time and you just need that break. Whew! Is that thing great for that? Got my speech messed up thing about it. No, but it's a great thing for really relaxation and putting things into perspective. If your head's really messed up about relationships or the job or money, they'll go away after you smoke that blunt. Okay? Main thing I can say about spiritually in the weed is definitely for new people, it can really open up your eyes to the real world. I know when I first started awakening, I was smoking with one of my friends who's not even into the spiritual metaphysical side of his life as much as me, but he was definitely into the government conspiracies. And I really believe that when I first started smoking with him and talking about all these government conspiracies, that's when my inner knowing, my third eye was really starting to be awakening right before I graduated high school. So that's the main thing I would say. It's a great tool for relaxation, social events, hanging with friends. It's really safe. It's got health benefits. You can actually look it up online. Um, I'm pretty much pro weed. I'm pro weed. The only thing I would be is not pro weed when it comes to certain people. I realize that it affects everybody differently. Some people are really more sensitive to it than others. I'm one of the more sensitive people, so you may catch me high and having a great time, but if I start doing it too much, I see a lot of the negatives really quick, like insecurities, lower inhibitions, so I'm doing just dumb shit that I wouldn't usually do. You do worse shit if you're high sometimes, or you do shit that you may regret if you're high just because you don't give a fuck, like overeating, fucking not taking care of your body. Let's just say that a lot of stuff can go into that. Okay. Another thing is you get disconnected from reality at times. You really can get disconnected at reality if you keep smoking all the time and then you're deprived of that smoke. You're gonna feel out of place and out of sync, and you're not gonna really want to connect. So that's not a good thing. That's a reason to not smoke all the time. Okay. Another kind of it, I would say, is it's just different people. Different people's energies are more sensitive. Their energy bodies, or yeah, just their genetic makeup is probably more sensitive to it. So I would say that just be mindful of that. Another thing is if you're doing all the time, a lot of people try to escape this and smoke this away, but you really are a lazy sack of shit when you're smoking all the time. Just because you're happy, you don't care, doesn't mean that you're not a lazy piece of shit, bro. I'm not saying this is for everybody. There's some smokers who I just see from afar, and some that I actually know who I'm like, wow, keep it pushing, brother. You are pushing the culture forward and moving this plant forward. But there's a lot of people who don't need to be on the plant. They know that they don't need to be on the plant as often. They still smoke the plant and they're struggling. So for those people, I would say to watch this video and give it a break. Hey, do you. At the end of the day, life's in your hands. It's your money. It's your pot. All I'm saying is there's definitely benefits and negatives, and I'm going through both of them with you. Another thing is the disconnect is one of the worst parts when you're at the job or when you're with family members and you just can't connect because your chakras are closed off because you smoke and you open them up so much every time you smoke. Your chakras open that when you're not smoking, it takes a couple maybe a couple days for some people, just a few days, maybe one or two of not smoking to actually get back to interacting with people and feeling good, without the use of that substance. And that's for almost everybody that does it. Some people can smoke pot and not smoke and still be able to connect, but it's rare, you know? It's not as easy. Let's just say that. It's not as easy to connect. Because I realize that sometimes after I get done blazing loud, I'm like, man, I gotta stop because I lost where my life's even at. I don't have enough money to keep going with this. I can't keep my shit going. So it's like, just find your balance. Marijuana is a great substance. It's a great teacher. Moderation. Two M's for this video. Marijuana and moderation. Alright? Keep up.